attention, can all swimmers please clear the pool? All swimmers, can you please clear the pool?
Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Good morning. No, it's fine. Sam. No stress. Testing, testing.
Anton Jordan. Referee for the women, Mandy Shepherd. Starter for the men, Michael Cantor. And for the women, Clinton Begley. And our technical delegate, Miss Daphne Bird. Thank you very much, officials. You may be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gents, and welcome to day 4, the penultimate day of the SA National Swimming Championships 2025, taking place at Newton Park Swimming Pool in Quebec. It's hard to believe that we are almost towards the end of what has been a fantastic week of swimming action. Feels like we just got things underway about a day ago, but that, of course, is not the case. We will wrap things up on Sunday, but today, the penultimate day, so still plenty of swimming to come. And as always, we kick things off with the heats this morning, and then we'll be back a little later for the final, second place at 6 o'clock this evening. So having a look, there's plenty of racing coming through this morning in the heat. A lot of them, though, is the short stuff, so a lot of 50-meter swimming action, so it's going to fly by. Very, very excited to see all the swimmers in action. And we will be kicking things off with the women's 50 freestyle. There'll be 8 races in the 50
we are ready to start with the
we're about to get things underway. So first up, we've got the very first race of the morning in the women's 50 free. We've got Tara Penn, Olivia Scribble, Sarah McLaren, Curiza Ferreira, Lueto Mbata, Chloe Olivier, and Roxanne Duplessis. Without further ado, let's get into the action. Enjoy 50-meter free coming up. So you hardly have a chance to breathe watching these races. 50 free, very, very quick. And here we go. And a very good morning to my co-commentator, Chanel van Beek.
Good morning, how are you doing today?
I'm superb, thank you so much. As we begin the opening race of the day, the women's 50 free. This is going to go very, very quickly. Quickest time going into this. Curiza Ferreira, the only swimmer to dip below the 29-second mark.
Curiza in the yellow lanes looking very good.
Here we go.
But it seems like lane 3, Sarah McLaren.
Yeah, going along very, very nicely. Curiza fighting back, but McLaren looks like she gets the win. She certainly does. 28.13. Sarah McLaren from KZN over in lane 3, getting the victory. And for information of those results, 4 swimmers getting under the 29-second mark. Second place going to Lueto Mbata. And Roxanne Duplessis also going along nicely. Third for her.
As the ladies in Heat 2 are getting ready. In 1 we have Leah Margraaf. 2 Mila Prinsloo. 3 Jolene Cornelius. 4 Michaela Holst. 5 Romy Day. 6 Annabelle Stewart. 7 Jana Lombard. And in 8 we have Jess Meter.
And in the water they go. And it's the second of 8 heats in the women's 50 free. Great start over in lane 5 by Romy Day from Tshwane. Lane 4 going along very nicely, Michaela Gulst. Little to choose between the swimmers up front.
And also out in lane 7, Jana Lombard also making a move out in the side lane.
And here they come through now. This is going to be very tight. And I think it went the way of Annabelle Stewart, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out shortly.
I think it's Lombard. Lombard out in 7, 28.31.
Oh, Jana Lombard.
And there you have Yana in a picture.
Yana Lombard, you called it in lane 7. A lovely 28.31. And she was quick into the water. Some great swimming in the outside lanes. Yana Lombard just getting in.
She's just getting her hand on the wall there ahead of Michaela Holst.
As we move over to Heat 3 now, Melissa Kuhn, Zanne Snaven, Sine Liebenberg, Tasman Robson, Jenna Lane Fuller, Grace de Jong, Natalie Landman, and Kendra Begley. Very good start from Sine Liebenberg over in lane 3. And Robson starting to fight back nicely. Grace going from de Jong. Fuller also looking extremely strong.
Yes, Jenna Fuller's flying down there in the middle lane, lane 5. Bit of a straight arm action going.
This is going to be extremely tight. And it's Sine Liebenberg over in lane 3 grabbing the victory. 27.53 for her.
Followed by Tasman Robson, 27.64.
Such an incredibly short race. Obviously, it's the fastest one that you can get in swimming. And the margin for error, I mean, it's minimal. You can't. I mean, one single little slight error, it's just... And, of course, there's no breathing involved, really.
Correct, yes. You have to get off the block as quick as possible, work that underwater work, head down, and off you go. Lane 4 swimmers on the block. Alex Labiskachny in 1, Bailey Lamprecht in 2, Leah Christie 3, Myra Videra 4, Tennille Baptiste in 5, Lisa Marie Davidson 6, Gabriella Vandenberg 7, and Carla Malik in 8.
And they're flying down the home straight. Everything's a home straight. Very good swim. Leah Christie looking strong, as does Myra Videra. Keep an eye on Tennille Baptiste over in lane 5.
Yes, and also Carla out in lane 8.
And it touches. And it goes away of lane 6.
It was Carla Mikla out in lane 8. 27.30.
Lane 8 coming in just at the end there. Carla Mikla out touching Lisa Marie Davidson.
Yes, and there you have your results of heat 4 of 8.
Recapping that race once again. Wow, these are so incredibly tight between the swimmers. And look at this fight right at the bottom. 6 and 8. 8 getting the touch just ahead of 6. It was the victory there for Carla Mikla.
Heat 5 of 8. In 1, we have Jessie Lee Lederach. 2, Tori Volk. 3, Karen Herbst. 4, Julie Lightman. 5, Megan Stewart. 6, Deanna Robertson. 7, Giselle Murray. 8, Scarlett LaRue.
Very good start there from Karen Herbst over in lane 3. Julie Lightman fighting hard there in lane 4.
Looks like Megan Stewart or Dana Robertson.
Tori Vogt coming through
Lane
right
2.
at the end. Tori Vogt grabbing the one,
Yes.
26.89. Only swim to dip below that 27-second mark. And that is a victory for Tori Vogt, 19 years of age from Tshwane.
Great swim there by Tori. Followed by Karen Herbst, 27.02. And Julie Lightman, 27.13.
You see Tori Vogt just coming through at the end there. Fantastic finish in lane 2. As we move over now to the 6th of 8 heats in the women's 50 free. Abigail Kurtzer, Mila Dracopoulos, Cara Noblash, Jessica Thompson, Joanna Bass, Grace Morris, Juliana Venka, and Gemma Spiss.
Yes, the first of the circle-seated heats. So Jess Thompson coming in with the fastest time there of 25.52. Joanna Bass, 25.85. Let's see if these ladies can dip below the 26-second mark. And it is all Jess Thompson staying underwater for the longest.
Oh, she's looking very strong, pulling away very, very nicely as Jess Thompson. Swimming out of Ekeleni.
Yes, I always say on these 50s, the less you breathe, the faster you go. So that's Jess taking 2 breaths so far.
And she's going extremely fast, and she will capture a resounding win, certainly the most commanding win we've seen so far this morning, doing so in a time of 25.31, well underneath that 26-second mark.
Followed by Carla Knobloch, 26.15. And in third place, we have Joanna Bass, 26.24.
What a victory there for Jessica Thompson in lane 4. The 7th of 8 heats about to get underway. Zandri Faree, Rachel Krups, Jessica Carmody, Olivia Nell, Georgia Nell, Annika Helmant, Indiana de Villiers, and Sam Straw.
Jess Comedy out in lane 3, all pretty in pink.
Very much so, and watch out for the Nell sisters in lanes 4 and 5. Great start from both of them.
Yes, it looks like Olivia out to a great start there with about 15 meters to go.
Pulling away very, very nicely is Olivia. And as we say that the rest start to gain in on it, including her sister Georgia. But Olivia out in front by far, and she will capture the victory with her sister looking like she grabs second. Olivia Nell at 25.28. What a swim from the Western Cape there.
That's a great swim there by Olivia Nell.
Looking back at the action, Olivia Nell getting off to a great start, pulling away from the field. Her sister doing her best to try catch her. Georgia grabbing second, Olivia first though. Final heat of the women's 50 free, about to get underway.
In 1, we have LMA Clarkson, 2, Kendra Fenter, 3, Michaela de Villiers, 4, Caitlin DeLange, 5, Erin Gallagher, 6, Carissa Van Rooyen, 7, Kate Mayer, and in 8, we have Tanith Lindsay.
Caitlin DeLange up against Erin Gallagher. Should be a great battle in lanes 4 and 5, but any one of these lanes can take it.
Yes, great start there by Michaela de Villiers in 3 and Caitlin DeLange out in 4. And it looks like Caitlin DeLange with a slight lead on Erin Gallagher.
DeLange going along very nicely, and DeLange grabs the win, doing so at a time of 25.02, just missing out on the 24-second mark. Brilliant result there for Caitlin DeLange. Great victory. Finishing ahead of Erin Gallagher.
Yes, great swim there by Caitlin DeLange. Also just missing out on that 50 freestyle A qualifying standard of a 24.86. But I'm sure she has some more in the tank left for tonight.
So we say farewell to the women for now, as we head over to the men. Plenty of heats coming up. First up, Jeremy Labuskutney, Trent Norton, and Jaden Wills.
So Trent Norton out in lane 4, the only one coming in with the time under 26 seconds. But let's see what they can do.
The first of 12 heats.
Looks like Trent Norton doing 50 fly. And the other gentleman around him doing 50 free.
Very interesting tactic, that.
So remember, it's a freestyle event, so you're allowed to do any stroke in this event.
And it is Jeremy Labuskutney grabbing the victory, 26.07.
Followed by Jaden Wills, 26.21, and Trent Norton in third, 26.64.
Yeah, it's very rare that you see that, where folks don't opt for freestyle.
I mean, I don't think I would do a breaststroke race in the freestyle, but I mean, why not? Switching it up a little bit. Maybe he didn't get to swim the 50 fly earlier in the program. Maybe it was clashing with one of his other events. So there you have it.
So one down of 12 heats in the men's 50 free. Next up, Dion Forster, Wilhelm Forwards, Ruan Hutton, Ben McWilliam, Estienne Darvel, and Matthew Murilia. And away they go. There's plenty of white water. And looking very strong out in lane 3. Well, lane 4 rather, Ruan Hatton. And superb going from Hatton. And he will go on to grab the win, doing so 24-44.
Yes, comfortable swim there by Ruan Hatton. In third place, we have Vian Posta. And in second, Estienne de Vol.
Next up, Heat 3. Holtzhausen, Van der Merwe, Whelan, Kassebaum, Kleinans, Wolfhard, Govender, and Van Eden. The third heat has begun. Excellent start from Kai Whelan over in lane 3. So watch out for lane 5. Jean-Ray Kleinans.
But it is Jean-Ray Kleinans out in lane number 5 with a slight lead. With that being said, Kai Whelan.
Kai Whelan gets in. He grabs the win, 25-19. Kai Whelan swimming out of Ekaleni.
Yes, great swim there by Kai Whelan, 25-19, followed by Dylan Govender, 25-30. And out in lane 8, Christian Van Eden.
The fourth heat now. Harold Pinot, Andrew Cartwright, Connor Moyen, Henning Radley, Carlo Brits, Dakota Cook, Stanza Ellis, and Daniel Morrill. In they go.
Oh, it's hot here today, hey?
It is, extremely so. The pool does look very, very enticing. I'll tell you what, for none more so than Henning Radley, looking strong in lane 4.
Yes, the 17-year-old from Mpumalanga looking very strong.
Henning Radley doing well. A nice comeback over in lane 7, but Henning Radley grabbing the win. 24-8-9. Getting below the 25-second barrier. Henning Radley, the man from Mpumalanga.
And it was Henning touching in a time of 24.89, followed by Dan Zoella's 24.96. Recapping that great finish there by Henning. Heading into Heat 5 of 12, Keontae Reynoldt, Sebastian de Villiers. In 3, we have Matt Hunt. 4, Travis Gross-Mitchell. 5, Bjorn McClellan. 6, Colin Sabuka. 7, Jeremiah George. And in 8, Jared Fairweather. Yes, we had a great swim earlier in the program by Colin Sabuka, the 23-year-old from Tanzania, and look at him go.
He is absolutely flying in lane 6. Here's Colin Saliboko. Can he maintain that lead? He's being tested. This is going to be tight.
He's choosing the straight arm tactic.
As we see over in lane 3, who's going to get it first? And it was Collins.
Yes, Collins touching in first, 24.44.
There is the man in picture, Colin Saliboko from Tanzania, 23 years old, and the winner in the fifth heat.
Yes, followed by Travis Gross-Mitchell in second, 24.40.
What a terrific swim there from Colin Saliboko.
It's always interesting to see on these 50 meters freestyle. How do you swim it? You swim it with bent arm, straight arm. I think you need to find what works for you.
What was your preference?
I would always do a straight arm breakout. So after my underwater work, when I break out, I would kind of do 5 strokes breakout, straight arm, just to keep that momentum going off the dive, and then go into my normal stroke, which was a bent arm. And then the last 8 to 9 meters, straight arm, kind of clawing back to the wall.
As we watch the action now, Conrad Pearson, Pretorius, Bromfield, Lewis, Trower, Evans and Dredge. Out in lane 1, Ryan Kunat. Can he get there first? He does. Ryan Kunat, 24.40 with the win.
Followed by Chris Lutz out in lane 5, 24.42.
Acknowledging that camera. Lovely swim from Ryan Kunat, 24.40. All the swimmers getting below 25.
Yes, 0.02 between first and second. As you see, there's not a big margin when it comes to these 50-meter events.
So half the field is done and dusted when it comes to the heats of the men's for the 50 free. We move over to heat 7 now. Van Heerden, Pretorius, Minderen, Rus, Fru, Millal, Tehran, and Platna.
Ooh, I felt that splash as he went in. That was nice and refreshing.
It was. Move our table a little closer actually to the action. And there is plenty of action over in lane 3. Bryce Minderen looking strong. And lane 6, grabbing it, Daniel Millal, 19 years of age. So, heat 7 complete. We move over to heat 8 now. Arno Creer, Jordan Bradshaw, Nathaniel Friend, Eric Kotzer, Raymond Landman, Kai Binsbergen, Philip LaRue, and Jason Briggs. Great going from Eric Kotzer over in lane 4.
Had a great start there. Also choosing the straight arm.
Kotzer well out in front. He will not be caught. Kotzer flying away to a finish. That was a nice effort though from these outside, but Eric Kotzer grabbing the one. 23.71. The man from the Western Cape, the only one to get below 24 seconds.
Yes, great swim there by the 15-year-old. I think he thought he was at the wall a little bit sooner because it was kind of as if he finished 1 meter to go. Yes, maybe we'll see that finish in this replay. So you have a look. Can you see?
Yes, yeah, geez.
Yeah, quite a long glide.
Take quite a while to get there. He did get there eventually, and more importantly, he got there first. Heat 9 now. Liam Clark, Jonathan Brady, Nathan Turpin, Matthew Pretorius, Gustav Schlechter, Callum Wimble, Jordan Lotte, and Andre Lutz. Lanes 3 and 4 looking nice. Turpin and Pretorius.
As the swimmers in the middle of the pool, really putting on a show this morning. Oh, who's going to get there first?
Lane 4 getting there. Matthew Pretorius. 23.80 for Matthew Pretorius grabbing the victory. Pretorius representing the Eastern Cape, so plenty of fans will be happy with that result.
Followed by Gustav from the Western Cape, 23.99. So that's 3 swimmers so far under that 24-second mark. Three more heats to go, so we're on heat 10 of 12. Ahmad Murray in 1, Adam Moncherry 2, Aiden Bowman 3, Peter Kutsia 4, Philip Delanga 5, Declan Eger 6, Peter Otzel 7, and Gabriel Nokia out in lane 8. I think all eyes will be in the middle of the pool. Peter Kutsia also going that great swim yesterday in the 100 meters freestyle, first time dipping under that 49-second mark. Let's see what he can do in this 50. Looking great in the middle lane. There is Peter.
Look at that going. That is absolutely superb. Over lane 4, Peter Kutsia, 22.05. That is incredible. And that is on the button when it comes to that A qualifying time.
Brilliant swim there by Peter, 22.05, coming in with a time of 22.81. So I'm sure he's all smiles. Even got the bit of nod of approval there. Well done, Peter. Heat 11 of 12. Anand van Rensburg. See, we have a late scratching there by Matt Sates, who was supposed to be in lane 2. Owethu Mahan, Cameron Thompson in 4. Jordan Etzen 5. Jonah Poole Jones 6. Aiden Godfrey 7. Edmund Null out in lane 8. Great start there by Jordan Eaton in the green cap in the middle of your pool. But also out in lane 7 and 8, Aiden Godfrey and Edmund Null really fighting it out in the side lane. But it looks like Jordan Eaton getting his hands to the wall first in a time of 23:23. Followed by Cameron Thompson, 23:57. Last and final heat to go. Heat 12 of 12. Gosh Goldberg, Ahmed Lampman, Blake Godfrey in 3, Ruud van Heerden in 4, Guy Brooks 5, Joshua Estes in 6, Ruben Smith 7, and Caden Naidu out in lane 8.
The final heat of the men's 50 free.
All eyes will be in the middle of the pool, looking at Ruud van Reerden's great swim he had yesterday in that 100 meters freestyle, first time dipping under 50 seconds. I think his lucky charm is here, his coach, all the way from the US and Georgia. But it looks like lane 2, Anand Landman, the 16-year-old from Aquatics Gauteng, taking it out, and it is out in lane 2, Anand Landman, 22:96, followed by Ruud van Reerden, 23:40.
Sensational swim there from Armand Bluntman.
Oh, actually it was Guy Brooks touching in second, 23:10. Apologies for that. Ruud van Reerden third, 23:40. That brings our Dash for Cash 50 meters freestyle to a close. Heading into event 403, the women's 50 meters backstroke S1 to S15. Where we'll have Kat Swanepoel in 1, Nazara Detoy 2, Kate Alwood 3, Ivana Benka 4, Melissa Everson 5, Ilana Potgieter 6, and Minka Janssen van Rensburg out in lane number 7. Nice. Looking at the swimmer in lane 7, Minka's had some excellent racing over this past week, breaking the Down syndrome world record in the 50 meters free and 50 meters fly. A big congratulations to her. Really looking forward to seeing what she can do in this 50 meters backstroke. As the swimmers are getting ready, as you can see on your screen, they're putting in the wedges.
There's a wonderful moment last night when Minka Janssen van Rensburg recaptured her own world record when she went and broke her own world record. And my colleague, Chanel van Beek, as Minka was about to go up to take top spot at the podium, Chanel was just around and you gave her a massive hug, and we managed to catch it on camera. It was superb to see.
Did you take a picture of it?
I didn't.
Derek,
so quickly, but also I was embracing the moment. It's not about capturing it on film, it's about capturing it with my eyes. As we move over to the next event, the women's multi-class, it is 50 meter backstroke, S1 to S15. In action, Kat Swanepoel, Nazira Detoy, Kate Elwood, Ivana Venka, Melissa Everson, Alnia Potgieter, and Minka Janssen van Rensburg.
There goes the whistle. These ladies are ready. They'll be swimming one length of the pool, 50 meters backstroke. And they're off in this ladies 50 meters backstroke. Looks like Ivanka Venka out in lane number 4 off to a great start, followed closely by Miliska Everson out in 5.
Ivana Venka, 16 years of age, representing Swane. Seeding time of 39.72 in this event.
Officials getting ready to stop their watches.
And a lovely effort there from Ivana Venka, doing so in a 39.73, just outside her seeding time.
Literally 0.01.
But no question, she'll be going a lot faster than that in tonight's finals. But Ivana Venka swimming at 39.73.
Miliska Everson touching in second, 42.17. And Ilana Porkita in third, 42.81.
That is the ladies done and dusted in the 50 backstroke S1 to S15 multi-class. As we move over to the men now, 4 swimmers will be taking to the water in Eli Lawrence, Josh Nienaber, Leon Kutzer, and Williams LaRue.
In your picture is Gosh Nienaber getting ready for this race, shaking out his muscles a little bit. Getting ready for a fast 50 meters backstroke. And in they go.
And away they go. If you recognize a lot of the names in the pool, that's probably because you've seen them dominating matters in the podium throughout the course of the week. They certainly have been very, very prevalent.
Yes, and very busy in the pool, breaking multiple national records, getting qualifying times for World Para Swimming Championships later on in the year in Singapore. It's just been incredible to watch.
And a terrific swim over in lane 5. Leon Kutzer, 35.92 for him. Josh Nienaber sitting at 36.77.
Yes, great swim by Leon. Coming in with an entry time of 37.08 and touching the wall in a 35.92. In second place we had Gosh Nienaber and third William LaRue. As we recap that 50 meters backstroke, great swimming there by all 4 gentlemen. Moving on to event 405, the women's 50 meters breaststroke. A whole lot of 50s today. Heat 1 of 4. In 3 we have Morgan Farrar. 4 we have Sarah McLaren back again. In 5, Alex Labiskachny. Both of these ladies just swam 50 meters freestyle, so great to see them back in the pool again for 50 meters breaststroke. So the world champs qualifying time, A qualifying time is 30.75, B qualifying time 31.83. And they off. Once again, heat 1 of 4. Up first we have Morgan. But great fight back by Sarah McLaren and Alex Labiskachny.
Very good swim from these 3. McLaren looking good in lane 4.
tussle at the end between lane 3 and lane 4. Who's going to get their hands to the wall first? And it is Sarah McLaurin, 35.05, followed by Morgan, 35.44, and Alex Labuskakni touching in third, 35.90. And recapping the first heat of 4.
So great action to kick things off in the women's 50 breaststroke.
A little bit of a short touch there by Alex. Heading into heat 2 of 4. 1, Kendra Fenter, Tyra Penn, Isabella McCoglin. 4, we have Morgan Cope. 5, Chanel Felsman. 6, Jenna Lane Fuller. 7, Helen Taylor. And 8, Logan Gray.
Amazing the difference in ages. You look at someone like Helen Taylor swimming in lane 7, 27 years of age from KZN. And next to in lane 8, a woman who is 10 years a junior in Logan Gray, just 17 years of age from Gauteng.
And it's all Morgan Cope in the middle of the pool, lane 4. The lady in the blue cap. Off to a great start. And it is Morgan Cope getting her hands to the wall first. 31.93. In second place, Chanel Feltzman, 32.81. And in third place, Isabella McCoglin, 33.66. Great swimming there by the ladies. And Morgan came in with an entry time of 32.01, managing to go under that 32-second mark, so well done to her. So she's going to be very happy with that swim. 2 more heats to go.
This of the women's 50 breaststroke. A fast and furious start to the morning. As we move over to heat 3, Jordan Collett, Cassandra Sikiotis, Kate Mayer, Michaela Gulst, Georgia Els, Miela Banza, Michaela Del Medico, and Caitlin Evans. Caitlin Evans, we saw her perform last night. And man, what a rising star she is. Just 14 years of age, swimming in lane 8 out of the Western Cape as they've reached the halfway mark.
Yes, great swim there by Caitlin Evans in the 400 meters IM. First SA senior national title, so big congratulations to her and hopefully many more to come.
Yeah, I have absolutely no doubt about that. There's plenty of medals coming her way, but for now, something will be coming her way in the 50 breaststroke because as we see, Georgia Els going along very strong. And Georgia Els flying through.
Yes, Georgia Els touching in a time of 32.21.
There we have Georgia Els.
Followed by Michaela Banza, 32.69, and Michaela Holtz, 32.76, touching in third. Recapping heat 3 of 4. Great swimming by all the ladies, but it was all Georgia Els. Last heat, heat 4 of 4. In 1 we have Laura Hoos, 2 Annika Heltman, 3 Dana Robson, 4 Simone Moll, 5 Kayleen Corbett, 6 Gabriella Vandenberg, 7 Kira Klutter, and in 8 Carla Ralphie. Yes, Kayleen back in the water after her A qualifying time in the ladies 200 meters breaststroke yesterday evening. Let's see what she can do here.
Yeah, she had a great battle alongside Rebecca Meader, did Kayleen Corbett. Yes. Take on the shortest distance when it comes to breaststroke.
Yes, and looking all pretty and pink.
And Simone Moll. Astounding swim there from her, 31.17. The win, Simone Moll finishing ahead of Kayleen Corbett, who grabbed a 31.85. Only 2 swimmers to get below the 32-second mark.
In third place, we have Dana Robertson, 32.97. Yeah, so both swimmers comfortably going under that B qualifying time of 31.83. They'll be looking for a time of 30.75 tonight.
Yep, watch them go a lot quicker this evening. Remember the finals beginning again at 6 p.m. As we move over now to the men in the 50 breaststroke. One of 5 heats. First up, Dianza Yels, Pierre Daniel Jacobs, Ben McWilliams, Scott Clutie, Nathan Turpin, Dylan Govender, and Jason Briggs. No one competing in lane 8. And that is a very good start over in lane 5.
Yes, by Nathan Turpin. Very quick reaction off the block and great underwater work.
And as that happens, Scott Clutie is certainly putting the pressure on him from lane 4.
Yes, Scott Clutie powering back stroke by stroke. And it is Clutie taking over the first position.
And Clutie is powering his way to a very convincing win, doing so in a 35.9. He's the only man to get below the 1 minute, 31 minutes, 31
seconds.
I'm going to get there. 31 second mark. But Scott Clutie, what a victory for him. The man swimming out of Gauteng.
And out in lane 6, Dylan Govender touching in second, 31.78, followed by Ben McWilliam, 31.83.
As we await the second of 5 heats, Gianluca Torricelli, Carlo Britz, Blake Godfrey, Chris Luss, Callan Kinsey, Neil Hartshausen, Haytham Phillips, and my man Francois Theron in lane 8. 29 years of age, showing age is just a number.
I think in swimming, I mean, age is just a number, especially when you're looking at a senior level. I remember racing a couple of nationals. I was 14 years old. My main competitor was 29.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, that's exactly the case with Francois Theron being 29 years old, but a great swim so far for Chris Luss, as well as Callan Kinsey. This can be a tight match between the two of them, but it looks like Kinsey grabs it, and I say that. It was Chris Luss, 33.9 against 34.0.
Chris Luss touching the wall in 30.39. Callan touching in 30.40, so 1 split apart. Great finish there by Chris Luss. Heat 3 of 5 on the blocks. Sebastian de Villiers, 2 Nicholas Malhaber, 3 Jose Canjulio, 4 Peter Etzelt, 5 Petrus Tuta, 6 Willem Roos, 7 Andrew Gilbert, and in 8 Jonathan Heslop. And they off. Looks like the gentleman in the yellow lanes, Peter Etzelt.
Yeah, the Western Cape swimmer, 19 years of age, looking strong. Petrus Tuta, can he put some pressure on him?
Yes.
Etzelt getting off to a flyer.
Tuta fighting back, also coming from that 200 breaststroke background. But it was Peter Etzelt, 28.59, followed by Tuta, 28.79, and Jose Canjulo, 29.52, touching in third place. Heading into our last and final heat for the 50-meter event. We have in 1 Benji Sachs, 2 Franco Clayton, 3 oh, I was getting ahead of myself there. We're actually on heat 4 of 5. Declan Igga in 1, Dylan Buerter 2, Hanil in 3, Michael Hulley 4, Ruben Smith 5, Kian Kilok 6, Zane Niemand 7, and Jaden Wills out in 8. And it is all Michael Hulley in that blue cap, the 24-year-old swimmer from the Western Cape.
Yeah, certainly a man who needs no introduction whatsoever, Michael Hulley. He is flying.
Great swim there, my Michael.
Michael Hulley, 26.90.
Wow. What a swim.
That is sensational from Michael Hulley.
Great swim there by Michael. Making the A qualifying time for Worlds in Singapore. The qualifying time was 27.33. Michael going 26.90.
Jeez, he absolutely decimated that mark. Look at him go. Wow.
I think everybody was, whoa, after that race. That was incredible. Good job, Michael. Now we're heading on to heat 505. Benji Sachs, Franco Clayton, Oliver Langer, Chris Smith out in lane 4, our world junior record holder. Matthew Randall in 5, Sean Thomas 6, Josh Goldberg 7, and Matthew Pretorius in 8.
The final swim of the 50 breaststroke. Matthew Randall certainly the man to watch alongside Chris Smith.
Definitely Chris Smith off to a flyer. Great swimming here by Chris.
The 19-year-old go. And that is sensational from Chris Smith, doing so at 26.89. Wow.
Great swim there by Chris, 26.98. Just pipping Michael in that previous heat. Michael went 26.90. So that's setting up to be a great final tonight. Chris also going that A qualifying time, so congratulations to him. Oliver Langer touching in 3rd position. And Matthew Randall in 2nd. Heading into event number 407. The ladies 100 meters butterfly.
Wow, we have absolutely flown through these races. Hardly surprising given that they're all 50s. But for the first time today, we'll be seeing competitors take on 2 laps of the pool here at Newton Park Swimming Pool.
So heat 1 of 6 getting ready. 3 Melissa Kuhn, 4 Gemma Spiss, 5 Olivia Strobel. Later on we'll see the South African record holder Erin Gallagher in heat 6 of 6. Entry time 57.90. We'll also see Rebecca Mina back in the pool in heat 5, 59.71. So we're setting ourselves up for some great racing as we wait for our officials to make their way back to the start end of the pool.
It's interesting, we are going to introduce them to this side of the pool. They've been sitting on the other side the entire morning so far.
Yes, for the 50s.
And that is Newton Park Swimming Pool, the home of the SA National Swimming Champs. Has been the home for the last few years.
It's got a beautiful facility.
It really is. It pulls out all the stops here in Quebec.
And they always have a coach's tent here, which everybody looks forward to. So you can go to the coach's tent. Yes, you mingle with your fellow colleagues, but they have amazing snacks. So a big thank you to the Eastern Cape for providing that for the coaches.
Do they have a commentator's tent?
For who?
So we begin the first heat of the women's 100 fly. Melissa Kuhn in lane 3, Gemma Spiss in lane 4, and Olivia Strubble in lane 5. Melissa Kuhn, 17 years of age, and the 2 ladies alongside her, just 13 years old. A lot of eyes on that white cap in the middle. Gemma Spiss, the Eastern Caper.
I'm sure I can organize a pass for you to sneak into the coach's tent.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait. Very excited to see this as they make the turn, and leading in the front is Melissa Kuhn from the Western Cape, turning at 37.3, slightly ahead of Olivia Strubble. Gemma Spiss lying in 3rd.
It's Olivia turning in a time of 31.93 and Gemma Spiss 32.0. And it is all Melissa Kuhn out in lane number 3.
Yeah, very good swim from her. Seeding time getting into this was well shorter of, well slower than her 2 competitors, but proving that means nothing as she powers away to a very good victory in the opening heat, doing so in a time.
Yes, great swim there by the swimmer from the Western Cape.
108.50 for Melissa Kuhn.
Followed by Gemma Spiess touching in 2nd, 110.10. And Olivia Strubble in 3rd, 112.83.
Great performance there from Melissa Kuhn in the opening race of the women's 100 fly. It is the first of 6 heats taken to the water here at Newton Park Swimming Pool.
As we recap Heat 1, great swimming there by Melissa Kuhn, followed by Gemma Spies. Heat 2 on the block. In 1, Jessie Lee Ludrecht. 2, Megan Shepherd. 3, Annabelle Bailey. 4, Carla Mikler. 5, Romy Day. 6, Jolene Cornelius. And in 7, Jana Lombard. Looks like Carla out in lane 4, the swimmer in the black cap from the KZN.
Yeah, Carla Mikler looking strong. And she's being tested though. Arabella Bailey on her outside. It's going to be tight at the turn. Mikler slightly ahead, 37.1. As she powers her way back for the final lap. Arabella Bailey putting pressure on Carla Mikler. Carla Mikler looking very, very strong.
So with that being said, look at Jana Lombard out in lane 7.
Oh, and there she comes through. Jana Lombard flying on the outside. As did Arabella Bailey.
Yes, Jana touching in a time of 107.08, followed by Carla 107.81. There you have your winner.
Yeah, confirmation of those results. Jana Lombard with the victory, 107.08 over in lane 7. As we move over to the third heat of 6 in the women's 100 fly. Morgan Coase, Dina Robinson, Michaela Del Medico, Mila Prinsloo, Laura Coase, Penelope Skalkvik, Curiza Ferreira, and Chelsea White.
And they're off to a great start out in lane 8. Looks like Chelsea White.
Also looking good is Curiza Ferreira. That's Penelope Skalkvik in lane 6. It looks like she'll get to the turn. As I say that, look out in lane 1 flying, but it is Curiza Ferreira. Penelope Skalkvik in lane 6. Out in front.
Yes, Morgan Coase out in lane 1, touching in second place, 31.06.
Skalkvik, the only one to get below that 31-second mark at the turn as they head for home. Laura Coase putting in a fight from lane 5. Van Skalkvik still in front, only just. Look out in lane 1. Coase is going nicely, but Van Skalkvik, ooh, this is going to be tight, but Van Skalkvik getting it 105.65.
Followed by Laura Coase, 105.80, and Morgan Coase out in 106.56, touching in third place.
Confirmation there. 105.65 for Van Skalkvik with the win. But very tight race that. As we move over to the fourth of 6 heats. Scarlett Nickel, Tasman Robson, Tennille Baptiste, Jamie Moat, Cara Noblash, Mara Vaduya, Lee McMorrin, and Annabelle Stewart. Keep an eye on Jamie Moat over in lane 4, the Eastern Cape, 16 years of age, very popular, and she gets off to a good start. She's being tested alongside her by Noblash. Jamie Moat still out in front, only just. And she will make the turn in first position, doing so in 28.64. The crowd certainly getting behind her. Jamie Moat. And she begins to pull away now. This is a great performance from the Eastern Caper.
Yes, the swimmer from the Eastern Cape coming in with a time of 1 minute 0.56, well ahead of the rest of her competitors. Let's see what she can do.
Yeah, and she is flying to a very good victory. Jamie Moat grabs at 101.07, closely followed by Cara Noblash. I say closely, it actually wasn't that close because it was a convincing victory for Jamie Moat.
Yes, great swim there by Jamie Moat. Her coach was going crazy on the other side of the pool after she touched the wall, 101.07. So good job to Jamie.
And it was Tennille Baptiste grabbing third spot in that heat. As we move over to the penultimate heat of the women's 100 fly, Danae Kutsia, Christine Vessels, Juliana Venka, Rebecca Meader, Abigail Kotze, Indiana De Villiers, Kendra Begley, and Kayleen Corbett. Wow, what a lineup.
It's great to see Kayleen doing a little bit of butterfly this meet.
Yeah, very much so. And of course, they're used to seeing her doing plenty of breaststroke.
Yes.
As we watch one of the stars of the week so far, Rebecca Meader, out in front and already having put in quite significant lead over the rest.
Yes, Rebecca coming in with a time of 59.71. Her closest competitor out in lane 5, Abigail Kutzer, coming in with a time of 102.00.
Yeah, that's 59.71, well inside that B qualifying time for Singapore. As far as the A qualifying time is concerned, 58.33.
So Rebecca turning in a time of 27.78.
And Becky Meader out in front once again. It's not the first time we've said those words throughout the course of this week, and it won't be the last. And we watch Danae Kutsia out in lane 1, taking the fight to Rebecca Meader. This is going to be tight between the two of them. Meader, though, still out in front, and Meader will grab the win. Very good swim out in lane 1 by Danae Kutsia, but Meader grabbing a 1:00.28. And that's inside the B qualifying time again.
Followed by Danae Kutsia in second, 1 minute 0.63, and Abigail Kutzer touching in third, 102.91.
Lovely performance there from Rebecca Meader once again, just showing her class as we've got used to throughout the course of the week. And it's the final event, final heat of the women's 100 fly. The sixth race, Ruth Dredge, Tanner Lindsay, Hannah Maton, Erin Gallagher, Kira Van Heerden, Georgia Els, Catherine Williams, and Gemma Roman.
And they're off, great start there in the middle of the pool by Erin Gallagher. Nice. Erin is the current South African record holder in this event. So let's see what she can do this morning.
Erin Gallagher, seldom seen without a smile on her face. Lovely, bubbly personality. And a sensational swimmer to boot.
Looking very comfortable in this first 50, even with a little bit of a glide at the end. 27.49, followed by Hannah Mouton, 28.88. But it's all Erin Gallagher in the middle of the pool. Very comfortable, controlled this morning. Not really using much legs, but what a beautiful stroke to watch.
Erin Gallagher absolutely cruising to the win in this heat, doing so in a time of 59.16. Sensational, but just outside that A qualifying time, unfortunately, but looked like she was taking it easy towards the end there. But brilliant performance from Erin Gallagher once again here at Newton Park Swimming Pool.
Hannah Mouton touching in second, 102.90. And in third, looks like Kira Van Heerden, 103.43.
So that completes the 100 fly for the women. And now we welcome the men back to poolside.
In 2, we have Jean-Ray Kleinans. In 3, Bjorn McClunger. Daniel Morrill, Kaylin Kenzie, and John Lucio Torricelli.
Gianluca Torricelli over in lane 6.
Looks like the swimmer out in lane 3, Bjorn, leading the pack.
Bjorn and Plunger. A great first lap from him, 27.75. Only man to dip below 28.
Followed by Daniel Morrill, 28.49, and Jean-Ray Kleinans, 28.7.
As they head for home. But Bjorn and Plunger, he's putting in the afterburners now. Very good swim from him. Well, it's Bjorn and Plunger, Daylight, and the rest. as he grabs a convincing victory, doing so in 1:00.74.
Followed by Genre, 101.97, and Daniel touching at third, 102.14. As we watch Heat 1 of 9 replay.
Dakota Cooks, Nicholas Mulhaber, Arkell Wellman, Trent Norton, Tristan Frew, David Wiggett, Kellen Jones, Jonathan Brady. Got swimmers from all over South Africa represented in this race, and then we also have Arkell Wellman in lane 3 representing Namibia. Good start from Trent Norton from Ekurhuleni. And a great swim in lane 4 so far for Trent Norton, making the turn in 26.68.
And it is all Trent Norton out in lane number 4. With about 20 meters to go.
And David Wiggett putting some pressure on. Not enough though, as Trent Norton will grab the win, doing so in a time of 58.27. David Wiggett grabbing second position, and Arkell Wellman, the Namibian, wrapping up third.
It's Wiggett touching in a time of 59.53, followed by Arkell Wellman, 59.92.
Moving on to Heat 3 now. Jordan Harrison, Jeremiah George, Eben van der Merwe, Matt Hunt, Xander du Toit, Jordan Bradshaw, Estienne de Waal, and Gideon Volmerans.
Great start there by Matt Hunt, the swimmer from the KZN, out in lane number 4.
Xander du Toit trying to put some early pressure on him. Matt Hunt looking strong. 50 meters complete.
Estienne Darvel out in lane 7, also having a great swim. But it is Jordan Harrison turning in first, 27.06. Here they come with 25 meters to go.
Xander du Toit also coming through.
Estienne Darvel, swimmer from the northwest, bright green cap.
This is going to be tight.
See who's going to take it.
Over in lane 3, it is Eben van der Merwe. 57.89. And Xander du Toit grabbing second. Arguably one of the most entertaining races we've seen so far today.
And in third place, we had Estienne Darvel, 58.78.
As we move over to Heat 4 of 9 of the men's 100 fly. Kai Binsbergen, Travis Gross Mitchell, Bernard Volvart, Bryce Minderin, Claudio Domita, Luke Bestel, Neil Berger, and Brandon Linder.
Great start out in lane 1 by Kai. But lane 7 also looking very strong, Neil Berger, the swimmer from Mpumalanga. And it is Neil Berger.
Turning at 26.14, only man underneath the 27-second mark. As a return for home in this, the 4th of 9 heats in the men's 100 fly.
Yes, great swim out in lane 7 by Neil Berger. The rest of the pack is pretty much even.
Yep, and it's all about Neil Berger, and what a victory for him. 56.55. Neil Berger well clear of the next best competitor. And there we have confirmation of those results. And Luke Bestal also putting in a pretty good performance, but there was no catching Neil Berger from Mpumalanga.
Heat 5 of 9 on the blocks. In 1, Sahan Mia, Jetro Pizzo, Dylan Sitinish. Stefan in 4, Kai Whelan 5, Dylan Wright 6, Will Beat 7, Corne LaRue in 8. Stefan out in lane 4, off to a great start, looking very strong on this first 50 of this 100 meters butterfly.
Stephen Ndegwa, the man from Kenya, we saw how well he did yesterday. He came and absolutely stunned the field. That's in lane 6. Dylan Wright looking very strong too.
Swimmer in lane 8, Cornell LaRue, having a last burst of energy with about 8 meters to go. But it looks like Jetro Pizzo in 2, and it is Jetro touching in a time of 56.60, followed by the swimmer from Kenya.
What a performance there from Jetro Pizzo, swimming in a 56.60.
Dylan Wright getting his hands onto the wall in second place, 57.04.
And Ndegwa from Kenya grabbing third. As we move over now to the 6th heat of the men's 100 fly. Aidan Godfrey, Michael van Heerden, Conrad Stratum, Eric Kotze, Nicholas Pretorius, Ronan Turan, Keontae Reinhardt and Willem Rus.
Great start by Eric Kutzer out in the black cap in lane 4. He seems to be having quite a busy program today. And it is Eric touching in a time of 26.13.
Eric Kotze just leading matters.
Followed by Nicholas Pretorius, 26.86. And Michael van Heerden also in the mix.
Good going so far from Eric Kotze. Nicholas Pretorius keeping it honest. And Eric Kotze, I don't think he'll be caught. And as I say that, there's a powerful finish there in lane 5, but Eric Kotze will grab the victory, doing so in 56.36, finishing just ahead of the man on his outside, Nicholas Pretorius, the Eastern Caper.
And in third place, we had Ronan Theron, 57.87.
Three more heats to go in the men's 100 fly before we head over to the 100 free in the multi-class. And we'll be wrapping things up this morning with the longer stuff. The 800 free.
Heat 7 of 9. Guy Vessels in 1. Joshua Emsley 2. Brandon Chapman 3. Collins Salibuko 4. Benjamin Platter 5. Cameron Thompson 6. Matthew Pretoria 7. And Owetu Mahan in 8.
Yeah, keep your eyes on Colin Saliboko, that Tanzanian. I know it's not the first time we're seeing him today. Very, very strong swimmer. As I say, that Benjamin Plattner looking strong in lane 5. While in lane 3, going along rather nicely, is Brandon Chapman, the Eastern Caper.
And it is Benjamin Plattner turning in a time of 25.12, followed by Brandon Chapman, 25.56.
And they return for this, the final lap of the men's 100 fly. Third last heat. Benjamin Plattner looking strong. Chapman fighting hard to catch up. Chapman, Plattner, and then over in lane 2, Joshua Emsley looking strong too. But I think it's the local man, Brandon Chapman, gets the win, 54.95. A brilliant swim from him out in lane 3. And what a win for the Eastern Cape.
Yes, followed by Plattner, 55.09, and Joshua Emsley, 55.27. It was about a super burst of energy those last 7-8 meters by lane 2 and lane 3.
Yeah, and also easily of the most entertaining races we've seen so far this morning. As we move over to heat 8 now of the men's 100 fly. From lanes 1 to 8, Tumelo Mahan, Christopher Stradom, Guy Brooks, Jordan Eaton, Matt Sates, Gianni Dos Santos, Gabriel West, and Jonathan Els.
Yes, looking at the swimmers in lane 3 to 5, Guy Brooks coming in with an entry time of 54.88, Jordan Eaton 53.36, and Matt Sates 54.53. So let's see what these three swimmers can do.
Yep. Well, this is going to be exciting times. That marker once again in terms of qualifying. When it comes to the A qualifier, 51.77, 53.58 the B qualifying time.
Pretty equal there to the 50 meter mark, but it looks like Matt Sates touching first, 25.14, followed by Jordan Eaton, 25.31, and Christopher Stradom currently in third.
Yeah, Eaton taking the fight to Matt Sates. Matt Sates just in front, and he starts to pull away now. Matthew Sates, and he will cruise to
very comfortable.
Yeah, a comfy win, 53.29. And that's inside that B qualifying time.
Followed by Eaton, 53.99, and Christopher Stradom in third, 54.87. Your results of heat 8 of 9 currently on your screen.
So the final heat of the men's 100 fly. Jan van der Merwe, Joshua Esthuizen, Caden Naidu, Rowan van Renen, Ty Lee Pearson, Vickers Portkiller, Christian Esthuizen, and Jared Fairweather.
So Ruud van Renen in this heat coming in with the fastest time of 51.64. Other swimmers are about 2 to 3 seconds behind him. So let's see what he's going to do this morning.
Final heat, final lap of the men's 100 fly. And they make the turn.
It is Ruud turning in a time of 25.20. Caden Naidu currently in third, 25.69. And Tylee Pearson in second.
Excellent first 50 there from Ruud van Renen. Caden Naidu trying to fight hard. Naidu doing a good job over in lane 3, but Ruud van Renen holding on to front spot. And he will grab the win, doing so in a 53.99, just inside 54.
Followed by Caden Naidu, 54.65. And Tylee Pearson in third, 55.64.
Just recapping exactly how that race unfolded. The final heat of the men's 100 fly was Ruud van Renen, pretty much leading from start to finish. A great performance from him. Caden Naidu looking good over in lane 3, but in the end it was lane 4 grabbing the win. As we say goodbye to the men for the 100 fly, as we welcome our multi-class competitors to the side of the pool, as we move over to the women's 100 free, S1 to S15. And we welcome back Minka Janse van Rensburg. She'll be swimming in lane 3. Alani Ferreira in lane 4, Miliska Everson in lane 5, and Nasir de Toy in lane 6. And in they go. The women's 100 free, S1 to S15 multi-class. Minka Janse van Rensburg in 3, Alani Ferreira 4, Melissa Everson 5, Nazira de Toy 6. Who can get last night at Minka Janse van Rensburg, breaking her own world record. So certainly always one to watch. And spoke about Erin Gallagher's smile. Well, she's got some competition when it comes to Minka.
So a great race it's turning out to be in the middle of the pool between Alani Ferreira and Melissa Everson. Turning pretty much equally in a time of Alani 33.52 and Melissa 33.68. Minka currently in third place, 37.85.
Yeah, Minka owning that world record when it came to the 50 fly.
And Alani Ferreira pulling away from Melissa Everson.
And they head back for home. Final lap of this 100 free. And a great swim there from Alani Ferreira. 108.75, the swimmer from KZN, and another KZN swimmer coming in there now, Melissa Everson.
Yes, both of them going under their personal best times. So well done to them.
Yeah, absolutely cruising. Alani Ferreira also no stranger to the top of the podium.
Minka touching at a time of 1:21.91, and Nazira de Toy 1:39.46.
And a reminder once again, the different classes that they compete in with the multi-class. And it's all about competing against the clock, not necessarily their fellow swimmers.
Heading into heat 2 of 2. In lane 2 we have Kat Swanepoel, 3 Kate Elwood, 4 Danica Venka, 5 Ivanka Venka, 6 Elena Podkiter.
Of course, after this race we'll move over to the men for the 100 free in the multi-class. In they go. Nice start there from Kate Elwood in class S15. 16 years of age from the Western Cape. Making the turn.
Danica Venka in lane 4, 31.56, followed by Ivanka Venka, 34.37, and Kate Elwood currently in third, 35.69.
It's also a great trivia question to find out at the end of this week how many gold medals Danica has collected along the way. Danica flying through in this heat. The women's 100 free multi-class. She gets acknowledgement that she's nearing the end. Touches in a time of 106.02.
Followed by Ivanka Venka, 110.81. Kate Elwood, 113.75. Event 410, men's 100 meters freestyle, S1 to S15. Heat 1 of 2. In 3 we have William Leroux, 4 Amkele Kamarana, 5 Gosh Niebacher, and 6 Tian Teblanche.
Amkele Kamarana, 21 years of age, swimming out of Johannesburg, as does Josh Nienaber. Leroux in lane 3. Just 14 years old. slight issue. Going to stand down before returning to the top. A little bit of a wait. And this is the restart for the men's 100 free multi-class. And in they go.
Great start in lane 4 by Amkele.
Amkele Tamalana. 104.23 coming into this.
Is followed closely by Gosh Nibacher and then Tion de Blanche out in 6.
Alec Tamarana making the turn, doing so in a time of 29.44. Ninabe behind him.
Gosh turning a time of 30.97, Tion 33.70, and Willem Leroux currently in 4th, 34.42.
Yeah, look how comfortably Tamarana is taking things. Very popular swimmer at this event always.
Nice turning off the afterburners. Maybe saving some gas for tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt. Ninabe next to him, and Mkhele comes in a time of 106.27. Josh Ninabe grabbing a 106.74. William LaRue, 111.04. And Tion de Blanche from the Western Cape. Those swimmers on the outside, both 14 years old, coming in a 111.61. As we head towards our final event before we take on the 800s. It is the final heat of the men's 100 freestyle S1 to S15 multi-class. And the competitors: Tukozane Ganinda, James Villas, Nathan Hendricks, Leon Kutsa, Eli Lawrence. Last night, myself, Chanel, sitting here right by the podium during the medal ceremony. Nathan Hendricks waiting to go up to collect yet another gold. And asked him, how many golds have you got so far? And he said, well, I asked him, how many golds have you had? And he said, this is my 3rd so far. Action about to resume here in Newton Park Swimming Pool. In they go. Ganinda in lane 2, Villas in lane 3, Hendricks in lane 4, Kutsa in lane 5, and Lawrence in lane 6. And no surprise, Nathan Hendricks just continuing what he does best.
Yes, Nathan coming in with an entry time of 54.00. His closest competitor is Leon Kutsa in a time of 106.04, the 14-year-old from KZN. And it is all Nathan Hendricks turning in a time of 26.46, followed by Leon 31.60 and James Villas 32.10.
And here comes Nathan Hendricks. And he'll cruise to a convincing victory. I say victory, of course, it is competing against each other, but what a time from Nathan Hendricks, 5.418.
Great morning swim there by Nathan Hendricks. I'm sure he's going to be very happy with that.
Oh, man, absolutely sensational. We'll see plenty more of him tonight in the finals.
As coach walks past, it's all smiles there, so congratulations to Nathan Hendricks.
Leon Kutsia coming in at a 106.68. James Villas, a 107.70 as we say goodbye to the 100 freestyle. And we move on to the final event of the morning heats. We go to 800 free. First up, we'll have 2 heats of women, followed by 2 heats of men.
these ladies getting ready for 800 meters freestyle. So that's 16 lengths of the pool. In 1, we have Logan Gray. 2, Kirsty Andreas. 3, Lisa Kutsi. 4, Zoe Griffiths. 5, Caitlin Evans. 6, Soraya Fenter. 7, Kaylee DeBrain. And 8, Sienna Goos. There is 2 heats for this event, but heat 2 will be swimming with the finals this evening. And they're off in this ladies 800 meters freestyle. We have quite a few junior athletes in this event. They'll be looking for a time of 8:55.87 in order to qualify for the World Junior Championships later on this year. The World Senior Champs in Singapore. The ladies will be looking for a qualifying time of 8:34.62 or B qualifying time of 8:52.63. And it is Lisa Coetzee leading this 800 freestyle, 104.17, followed by Zoe Griffiths, 104.55. We still have a long-standing South African record in this event, set back in 2012 by Wendy Trott with a time of 8:25.71. Wow, that's about 13 years that record's been standing for. Let's see what these ladies can do with that tonight. But it's all Lisa Coetzee out in front, looking very controlled and comfortable. Out in lane 7, Kylie DeBrain and Sienna Goos in lane 8. And it is Lisa Coetzee turning in a time of 2:11.74, followed by Zoe Griffiths, 2:16.26. And the two swimmers out in lane 7 and lane 8 also turning in a time of 2:16. So 11 laps of the pool to go. So we have one heat of ladies 800 freestyle, one heat of men's 800 freestyle, and we'll be finishing the session off with the dash for cash. The men's 50-meter breaststroke time trial. Nathaniel Friend will be competing in that event. Lisa Coetzee turning in a time of 3:19. Looks like Kylie DeBrain taking over second place, the swimmer in lane 7, followed closely by Sienna Goos out in lane 8. A big thank you to all of our sponsors once again for helping this event take place. National Lotteries, Swimming South Africa, Sports, Arts and Culture, Arena, Aquela, Southern Sun, Saskok, Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality. So thank you to all of our sponsors. And Lisa could see turning at the halfway mark, 4:28.02. Currently in second, Kylie DeBrain, turning in a time of 4:38.74. Followed by Sienna Ghoos, 4:41.60. So these ladies have 8 more laps to go. 8 down, 8 to go. And it's all Lisa could see out in lane 3, extending that lead. Lisa could see looking extremely comfortable. 300 meters to go, turning in a time of 5:36.61. Followed by Kylie DeBrain out in 7, 5:49.98. And Caitlin Evans coming through in a time of 5:53.78. As we said earlier, the 14-year-old from the Western Cape, Caitlin Evans, doing great things at this year's Senior Nationals. Winning the 400 IM last night. Also coming from a distance background, racing in open water events too. So this is where she's going to start making her move. Second half of this 800 meters freestyle. So 5 laps to go of the pool. But it's all the swimmer from Aquatics Gauteng, Lisa could see, 6:45.48. Followed by Kylie DeBrain, also from Aquatics Gauteng, in a time of 7:01.86. And then Caitlin Evans, the swimmer from the Western Cape, 7:05.40. So 200 meters to go, which is 4 laps of this pool. Lisa could see looking very comfortable in your picture. Loving the nail color too, matching her costume and goggles. I know for myself as a swimmer, whenever it came to bigger meets, whether it was your nationals, your province champs, your world champs, ladies always had to do their nails. And one of the nice things is at the Olympics, they actually have a little salon in the village where you can go get your hair done, you can get your nails done. So it's a full-on pamper session for you. So definitely something for our youngsters to work towards. As you can hear the bell going, that means 2 more laps to go. And as Lisa could see turns, it's her last lap for her. You can see her sister on the side of the pool, Danae Kutsia, edging her on. Lisa coming in with a time of 9:23.09. Definitely gonna smash that time this morning. Great performance by her. Let's see what she touches the wall in with 5 meters to go. And it's Lisa Kutsi touching in a time of 9:01.96. Well done to her. Bettering her entry time by 22 seconds. Wow. I'm sure a lot of hard work went into that one, so big congratulations to her. Kylie De Brain out in lane 7, touching in second, 9:23.69. And Caitlin Evans in third, 9:25.23. Big congratulations to our ladies. As we have a battle out in lane 1 and lane 2 between Logan Gray and Kirsty Andreas. And it is Kirsty getting her hands to the wall first, 9:50.96. Logan Gray, 9:51.70. As the men get ready for 800 meters freestyle. As we said earlier, 16 lengths of this pool. In lane 1, we have Janko Redemeyer. 2, Mika Bindesgen. 3, Ben McWilliam. 4, Kellen Jones. 5, Thomas Forbes. 6, Pierre Daniel Jacobs. 7, Luan Blanche. So we have 3 swimmers from Aquatics Gauteng, 2 swimmers from the Eastern Cape, and 2 swimmers from the Western Cape. And they off in this men's 800 meters freestyle. Pretty much all even in this first 50 meters of the 800. And it is Mika turning in first, 28.33, followed by Janko Redemeyer, 29.02, and Ben McWilliam currently in third, 29.13. So all the action seems to be in lane 1 through 3. But I'm sure this lead's going to change with 14 laps to go. And it is Mika Binsbergen. Turning in a time of 59.79.
The penultimate heat of the morning in the men's 800 free. 16 laps of the pool. Women providing some serious action a little earlier. Leading the way at the moment, Mika Binsbergen. A great swim out in lane 2. Mika Binsbergen turns once again, 205.38. Kellen Jones looking strong as all, the man from the Eastern Cape. Total of 16 laps for the competitors. Mika Binsbergen still looking strong. Out in lane 2, the man from Tshwane. 3 Tshwane swimmers out from lanes 1 to 3. Eastern Cape represented by Kellen Jones in lane 4. Thomas Forbes from the Western Cape. In lane 5, Pierre Daniel Jacobs. Another Eastern Cape in lane 6. And Luan Blanche in lane 7. Swimming for the Western Cape. Mika Binsbergen still out in front. 4:17.09 making the turn. So while there are theoretically 2 heats per event, this competitor scheduled for the second heat of each will be swimming in the finals this evening. So 7 laps left for these swimmers out in the middle. So certainly very good going so far from Mika Binsbergen. Just past the midway mark of this race. And it is turned down for Mika. 5:23.10. Keep an eye out on Kellen Jones, the Eastern Caper. Is 15 years of age, swimming in lane 4. Still, Mika Binsbergen holding on to a top spot out of lane 2. In terms of qualifying times, the swimmers will be a little out of those numbers. The qualifying time, you're looking at an 8:05.06. That certainly won't be threatened. So just 4 laps remaining in this men's 800 free. Mika Binsbergen 7:00.86. Binsbergen still in full control of matters. And you can hear the bell ringing, signaling just 2 laps to go for these competitors in the men's 800 free. Remember, this is the heat. The rest of them will be competing in the final tonight. And a great performance here from Mika Binsbergen. And he turns for the final lap. Sitting at 8:05.59. And here comes Mika Binsbergen. And here we have Mika Binsbergen coming through. A terrific performance from him. He'll touch home. Doing so in a time of 8:36.44. Mika Binsbergen grabbing the win. A very good performance from him. We'll no doubt see him in action a little later this evening in the final. As that wraps up proceedings as far as the races are concerned. We do have one short little one coming up, as we will see Nathaniel Friend attempting a time trial in the men's 50 breaststroke. Recapping how this race unfolded, the men's 800 free. Mika Binsbergen led from pretty much start to finish. Sensational effort from him as the swimmers leave the water. So just one more event to go, and it is simply a time trial. Nathaniel Friend looking to get within that qualifying time in the men's 50 breaststroke. The numbers to look out for: 27.33 when it comes to the A qualifier. The B qualifier sitting at 28.29. At 21 years of age, Nathaniel Friend, no one alongside him. It's him against the clock in lane 4. And in he goes, Nathaniel Friend. That time once again, the big one, 27.33 for the A qualifier, 28.29 for that B qualifier. Here goes Quinton Friend. Nathaniel Friend, the man from Tshwane.
And he's off to a flyer. Look at him go in this 50 meters breaststroke.
Very, very good effort from Nathaniel Friend. Can he get inside that time? 27.33 is the number to look out for. Or 28.29 for that B, but unfortunately 29.83. Nathaniel Friend grabbing, keeping the moustache. He keeps a close eye on proceedings. I don't think he can see it too clearly.
Yeah, he's saying he can't see.
Yeah, but I think he might be disappointed with that time. 29.83, just outside those qualifying aspects when it comes to the A and B qualifier for Singapore.
And the final event of this morning, women's 50 meters freestyle swim-off between Zandi Fourie and Dana Robertson in lane 5.
It's fast, it's furious, 50 free, swim-off between Fourie and Robinson.
Yes, both ladies going a time of 27.24 this morning. Let's see who gets their hands to the wall first.
Zandi Fourie, 26.89, just ahead of Dina Robinson.
Wow, great swimming there by both ladies. I think it's their first time dipping under that 27-second mark, so well done to both of them.
Yeah, very impressive from Zandi Fourie, 26.89. Dina Robinson, the KZN swimmer, 26.98. And that was the swim-off between those two competitors. So recapping how that unfolded.
I think sometimes a little bit of extra motivation gets you over the line, and this one definitely helped them.
So that wraps up proceedings here this morning when it comes to the heats on day 4, Chanel. Can you believe it?
Whew, it's flown by.
It certainly has. And once again, Quebec pulling out all the stops here at Newton Park Swimming Pool. It has been a sensational week, but it's not over yet, not by a long shot, because the finals, of course, will be taking place this evening from 6 o'clock. The officials will say their goodbyes from the pool, as will Chanel and I. As always, Chanel, thank you so much.
It's only a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
It's only a pleasure. We will see you all tonight. 6 o'clock it gets underway. Bye-bye to the officials. A big thank you to everyone for making this event go so swimmingly. Also, a massive thank you once again to the various sponsors. We've got National Lotteries Commission, Arena Sports Arts and Culture, the Department for Sports Arts and Culture, Quelle, Arena, Swimming SA, and Southern Sun. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 6 for the finals.